Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Dharani the Practical AI Dev. So this is day 4 of our AI application series. So far we have built a FastAPI backend and connected with a React frontend. So in today's video we will take a final step in deploying our application to render so that anyone can access it through the public URL. By end of this video our AI application will be live on the internet. Let's get started. Before we begin, here is a quick recap. In the previous videos, we learned the basics of AI, build a fast API endpoint, and integrate it with the React user interface. So today, we are focusing on deployment. We will start by deploying the fast API backend. Render makes the deployment process straightforward, especially for beginners. So our fast API application is already available in GitHub. So we will connect our repository to render and configure the necessary settings. So you have to log into render.com, and then you have to have signed in, and you will come to this dashboard page. So what you will click on new and click on the web service. What it will do is it will open this particular page, and our application is already available in GitHub. So we will connect our application here, and these are the settings. So this is our application name, project which is optional, language currently it's a Python 3, and branch is main branch. So this is a root directory, currently it's a main.py, so you don't need to give the directory, and build command. So this is a build command, pip install -requirements.txt, and also we are using Uvicon main app, so we have to give that also. Uvicon. So this is also required, and along with that, I think if you want, you can give the port, or you don't need to give the by default. It will just take it and reload. So once start command, this is done, and if you can enter the environment variable. So if your application uses API keys or other sensitive information, this is where you should configure them as an environment variable instead of hard coding them in your source code. For example, if you are using OpenAI, you first have to get the API token and the API key, and then you have to use it to connect to the OpenAI model. So if those things are there, you have to enter it here. And just click on deploy service. It will open the it will automatically initiate one deployment. Already done it. Like previous one, current application which I have already done. So I'll just go here. I'll show the settings. Build main branch, build command, and yeah, start command is this is the start command. Sorry, I actually added it in the build command. So this is the build command, and this is the start command. And yeah, so these are the settings, basic settings. I don't have any environment variables, so that's it. So it will automatically deploy. So now what I will do is I'll just try one manual deployment. It's cloning from my GitHub and installing the packages. We have pip install, so first it will install the packages. So once installing is done, all the installed packages are done, uploading the build. So build is success. Now it has to run. So once the deployment is complete, let's verify that the backend is working correctly by accessing the API endpoint. Okay. Um, yeah, for deployment, basically it will take some time. Build is stuck successful, but deploying it is taking time. So, So the same way we have to deploy our front end as well. Maybe I can parallelly show that. I think it's running. Okay, continuing the scan. Okay, so it is live. So successfully our backend application is live. So this is the primary URL. Let me go to this. So we have a Swagger document which is this one. Okay, so it is already. Let's first verify the hello world API. Yeah, we are getting 200 success. Okay, now we'll just test something. Try it out. Text. Okay, we are getting internal server error. I know the issue because the reason for error is like I mean the error is a normal part of development. Like we can debug, but I found the error it is because we are using Llama from for local, which is a free version. But this render.com, which is our deployment one, which is not supporting the Llama. So what we have to do is either have to change the OpenAI for OpenAI paid one for local and then deploy the same, or we have to native. So currently, I mean we can able to render it. So this is small issue. So by the time let's first check the UI deployment as well. So I think this is same as a backend deployment. What you have to do is same thing. I'll go to the UI one. I'll show you the settings. So you have to select the repo name and branch. So build command is npm install build command and npm run build. So that used to build it. And then start command is yarn start, or you can use a npm start as well. Yeah, I think we don't have any environment variables. That's it. So I'll trigger one manual deployment. Here you need to know one more thing here is, so basically one common mistake during deployment is forgetting to update the backend URL in the front-end application. So you remember in our front-end code, in the apps.js file, we have added our backend local host URL. So we have to update our front-end URL to connect to backend server URL. So that basically we usually forget, so we should not do that. And another issue developers often encounter is a coarse configuration. So make sure your FastAPI backend allows request from your front-end domain. So this is the course which we have already added it. So this is the cost middleware, allow region credentials, allow method. So if you add this one, you won't face this issue. Okay, I think it's in progress. npm install. Okay, it's running. Now this is our UI1 URL. Let's go here. So now our backend and front end both are live, both the deployment is success. Now we'll do the end to end, but our backend will have 500 error. if we can able to connect that. This video we learn how to deploy FastAPI backend, deploy the front end, and configure the environment variable and connect both application in the production environment. So this is a UI to pay something, but I expect click on network, select rewrite, submit. So we'll see the header. Okay, we still pointing to the backend local. So yeah, we have to update that in the here. Then it will automatically come. But currently our document is failing because of the issue. So let's see if we can get it here itself. So now finally our application has officially moved from local to production. I hope this video helps you deploy your own application with confidence. If you're following this AI learning journey, don't forget to subscribe because we will continue building more practical AI application together. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.